Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. Thank you for those who are returning, and for those who are new, welcome. I hope that you find the information that I'm giving you valuable. And more than anything, I want to put information out there because they're the things that I wish I had known before I had signed up to be a Beachbody coach and to be just in multi-level marketing overall, because it's not just Beachbody, it's all of them. And I can speak to a couple different ones. But for my Manipulation Monday, I told you guys I would do a video each Monday talking specifically about manipulation. And I apologize that it's so late. It has been a day with my kids. They don't have school every other Monday, and today they were off. My husband works from home and had customer calls, and so we had to be out of the house, and anyway, on and on and on. It was a day. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about manipulation. And I was talking to a previous coach and new friend. I will just call her Jay. And she was saying that what she wanted to make sure people knew was how they would manipulate you into thinking that they had the best products and you had to buy those products and be, a product of the product. And that was a really big deal for her, is that, Energize is the best pre-workout out there. Is it? Is it? No, it's not. They try to convince you that theirs is the best. And in reality, it's just not. Now, is that saying that all MLM companies have products that are awful? No, or people would not buy them. But they're very comparable with things that you can find. So I want to give you guys some information specifically on Beachbody and the Beachbody products. So when I started coaching, it was just Shakeology, right? Shakeology was what you did, and that was, as a coach, about $100 a month. And it was like, and that was kind of like, God, that's expensive just for my, and they can't even call it a meal replacement because it does not have enough calories. It doesn't provide enough to be considered a meal replacement. And so it's like, I'm paying this much, not even for a meal each day for me. That's expensive. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, then they started coming out with all of the boosts. So they have a greens boost, a focus boost, something else. I think there's 3 or 4 boosts. I drew the line at those. I was like, I'm not doing that. I just couldn't afford it. And I don't think the boosts did very well. Then they came out with Daily Sunshine. What was Daily Sunshine? That was a shake marketed towards children. And I don't think that one did very well. I don't know if you can even order Daily Sunshine. I haven't heard about Daily Sunshine in ages. And excuse my puppy. He's acting up downstairs. So Daily Sunshine, and it was like, oh my gosh, so now I have to buy shakes for me, shakes for my kids, and I have 5 kids. Am I going to feed every kid a shake every day? And I made the decision, no, I'm not doing that. But I know a lot of coaches who did and who purchased Daily Sunshine for their children. Then came the performance line. And not only do you need to drink Shakeology, but now you need to drink the performance line. Before I move on actually from Shakeology, I actually have a spreadsheet pulled up, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about the differences. All of the protein powders or shake mixes, whatever you want to call it, they're all pretty similar as far as the amount of nutrients and the different things that they have in it. It's interesting because Shakeology is big on, we have all of these different superfoods. Okay, but how much of each of those products do you actually have? And they put in these proprietary blends, so you don't know how much of that are you actually getting, and is it even worth it? Is it even worth what you're doing? I mean, It's kind of like gut protocol, and you have to have a variety of 30 different plants, but it doesn't say how much of those 30 plants. So if I put an onion on something, like just one ring, well, I had it. Is it going to do anything for me? No, it's not, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. Because yeah, you're getting the diversity, but are you getting it in the quantities that you actually need? But I wanted to talk about price. So of the various shakes that I looked at, Shakeology's cost per serving, and this is for retail, because I just wanted to compare the retail for all of them, because some of them you don't have to, be a member to buy. Shakeology, the cost per serving is $4.33 per serving. Isogenics is $4.07. Herbalife, they try to trick you. It's $2.06, but you would have to double that to get the same quantity in Shakeology and the Isogenics. So basically, it's like $4.12. doTERRA's $2.63, Arbonne $2.96, Zingular, which is, it's really hard to find information on them. They are another MLM. I had to look up theirs on eBay to see how much I could buy it for, and it was $2.50. One of my favorite replacement ones that I've, if I'm going to do a shake, I kind of switch to is Quest, and that's only $1.47, and I buy it at Target. Nice, right? But there's so many different options, and you don't have to purchase an overpriced shake from Beachbody in order to be healthy. All right, let's talk a little bit about pre-workout. So they introduced the performance line, and the performance line had Energize, which was your pre-workout. I believe they had creatine, but nobody really worried about that. And then there was also, I think there was one you would drink at night, but that wasn't a popular one either. It was basically two different things, Energize and Recover. Those were the two that you would have. You would take Recover after your workout, especially if it was a really hard workout, and it would help with your muscle soreness. And I really liked Recover. It tasted like a Frosty. It was so much better than Shakeology. That's all I'm saying. And then Energize, which was the pre-workout. Now, although it's a pre-workout, we drink it all the time. I was actually watching a fairly popular coach. She did some stories today, and it was like 9:30 in the morning, and I think she was on her third and fourth scoop. What? That's crazy. So here's Beachbody Energize, and the main ingredient in most of these pre-workouts that is giving you like the oomph is the caffeine. So for Energize, as I was looking at them, I'm like, oh, well, that's not too bad as far as the cost. It's $1.25 a scoop. They recommend that you double scoop. Everybody that I know does two. At least, you do two every time you drink it. And so it'll be $2.50 every time you have it. Because to get the equivalent, like of the caffeine, the beta-alanine, of some of the others, you'd have to double it. So it'd be like $2.50. Alani Nu, which is one of my favorites because it is really good. It's really good. The Hawaiian shaved ice tastes kind of like tiger's blood snow cones, if you ever had one of those. It's a strawberry colada type. That's $1.33. $1.33. Ghost, a lot of people like the Ghost ones. It's $1.93. Redmond, I do really like the Redmond one as well. It is salty, so if you're looking for an additional salt, the funny thing is one of the fairly high up Beachbody coaches actually has Redmond codes as well. It's amazing how many of them actually sell competing products. I'm just saying. Theirs is $1.66. Like all of these, and then the cheapest one that I found was 6-star, and I believe you can buy that one at Walmart, and that was 50 cents per scoop is what it came out to. It's ridiculous. But they get you thinking that if you don't stay on these specific supplements, you're going to lose all of your results. My contention is, how do you know that your results are in direct relation to the supplements you're taking, and not the fact that you have introduced consistent movement and exercise? You have really kind of shifted your focus looking at more nutritious food. They, let's be really heavy on severe calorie restriction. If you did those things, you're going to lose weight. So what is it that helped you lose the weight? Is it the nutritious food, the moving more, or was it the Shakeology and the Energize and the Recover? No, it's because you had this healthier balance, right? And so how do you know what you can attribute your results to? You really can't attribute it to one specific thing. And so to think that you're going to lose that because you lose your MLM is a fallacy. And they like to prey on that when you're looking at the products. The other way that they manipulate you with products, and I don't see it. Beachbody does it sometimes. I definitely saw it improve it. So Beachbody will sometimes come out with seasonal flavors, pumpkin spice, right? Pumpkin spice Shakeology. They also had like I want to say a mint chocolate, something like that. And they're limited edition flavors. So what will happen is the coaches will purchase those in addition to their normal monthly shipments so that they can get them while they're in stock. That is what we call inventory loading, right? Ooh, you better jump right on this because it's gonna sell out. Prove It was by far worse than Beachbody. They were always releasing limited edition flavors. It felt like every week. And they'd be like, oh, new flavor, you better order it before we sell out. So I felt like I was ordering boxes of ketones once or twice a week, and they were expensive. Now, on the flip side, I would sell a lot of them as trial packs, so I would recoup some of the cost, but it was a non-stop cash grab. And I mean, like you guys, Keto Up is their soda, and it was like it's around $100 for a 12 pack. I just couldn't. That's actually when I canceled my membership with Prove It. I was like, this is stupid, and it wasn't working for me. Anyway, that is what they do, though, is they release new products, they repackage, they come out with all of these. You have to have them. Beachbody Collagen. Do you know how many different things of collagen you can find? You can find comparable products, you guys. And if you look anything, you could put MLM dupe, or you could even put like Beachbody Energize dupe. You can search that and you will find something. Shakeology dupe, you can find something. And you will often find things that are much better. So don't listen to the manipulation of you're going to lose everything that you've gained if you don't continue these products, because it's just a lie. It's another way that they manipulate you and take your money. So friends, don't let friends buy or join from an MLM. Okay. I am excited. I have some trainings that I need to do some videos on. I'm hoping that I will have time this week. But I'm also trying to be very mindful in taking care of my health and my daughter's health. Both of us are still recovering from knee surgery, and it has not gone well for me. It's been probably the hardest recovery that I've had. As my 13-year-old reminded me, I'm definitely older. That wasn't nice. But I have to remember that I am older than I was. This is my 5th time I've had knee surgery. I am older than I was with my previous ones. And they did have to do quite a bit more. So it's harder. But I put very high expectations on myself. And part of that is what led me into MLM. But after one of my knee surgeries, I was back to teaching turbo kick, which is cardio kickboxing, within 2 weeks. which, you know, may be why I'm still having issues. But the drive to do it, and the orthorexia, the over-exercising, the fear of weight loss, of like gaining weight and not being able to maintain results. And I loved the endorphin high. So I actually did start teaching Turbo Kick 2 weeks after I had a surgery. And now I'm looking, you know, it's May 2nd, and I had surgery on March 29th, and I do get to be able to walk for an hour. And that's just like, if I go to Walmart and get groceries, I'm done for the day, and sometimes even for the next day, because it just kills my knee. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to be super consistent with posting yet, because I have to remind myself I don't have any obligations to do this. I'm doing this because I love it. I'm doing this to get education out there, but there's also not a requirement, and I don't have an upline telling me that I have to do this. I just have that internal voice still saying, you better post, you know, 3 times a week. So I still have that MLM voice there that I'm fighting. So I may not be super consistent. Just bear with me. I'll do my best. But you guys, the training call coming, my husband heard part of it and he was like, what did they just say? He was furious. And he was like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of opinions. So we will get that one out, hopefully this week as well. Again, I hope that you will like, comment, share, make sure and follow my channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks.